Hello, YouTube fam. It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review 2.0. I'm your host, Uncle Tim, fam. You know what? I think a lot of people misunderstand relationships, business dealings, and things like that. No matter whatever you get into, people have an agenda going in. You just got to make sure that your agenda aligns with theirs, that you can understand, you can benefit from theirs just as much as they could benefit from yours. If you go into this situation as far as relationships or anything like that naive, that shit is on you. You got to go in knowing you are still you. You don't get lost in the shuffle. You got to stay you regardless. You was you when you got into that shit. You need to be you when you leave it. Because you're going to die alone one day. You was born alone and you're going to die alone. And I want people to understand that shit. People make it seem like when you get in a relationship, two become one. Yes, they do. But you still you. You got to continue to do the shit that you was doing before. If you had hobbies going in, you need to continue those hobbies. You get with a person who understands who you are. Don't pretend to be something else. Be you. And this is why we deal with so much of shit. We so busy trying to be somebody else for someone else that we end up getting lost. We end up drowning. We end up needing help to get our damn self out of the shit we put ourselves into. You can't blame nobody else but your damn self. Half of the time that we do this shit, we do it to ourselves, man. And I be talking to my brothers. I be like, what's going on? Fam, I did this, man. I did that, man. I remember you got out that marriage that time, man, and you got a divorce. Why did you leave so quick? Bro, when it's over, I'm going to tell you some magical words that if you ever hear these words, that shit is over. Run for the hills. Run and get a divorce. Run, do whatever you need to do. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. That means I'm fucking somebody else. And if it don't work out, I'm going to come back to you. So I'm going to put you on the shelf for the time being. So remember that. Remember those words. I have heard those words in a few relationships, and at first I didn't heed them. But when you start hearing that, bro, that's over. It ain't nothing you could do about that. Because that person let you know where you stood in there. They let you know that there's nothing left. They don't love you anymore. They don't see you like that anymore. You know what? That's cool. But you need to let people know how far they can go with you with this nonsense. Because you get no more of my help. When it's over, it's over. When it's done, it is done. You can't let people keep coming in and walking on you. You can't be nobody's doormat. You can't be somebody's backup there just in case. Or, you know what, we don't go to marriage counseling. I hear people tell me this shit left and right. Marriage counseling don't do shit. It absolves the other person of the guilt, and they try to put the guilt on a person who ain't did shit. It's both of y'all fault. No, it's not. This motherfucker opened their legs to somebody else, or this motherfucker did something they shouldn't have done. Bruh, I'm gonna tell you something. If you feel like you need to be justified for leaving, or, you feel guilty because of all these other things that you left, dude, you know what? If people loved you the way they did, trust me, they wouldn't have left you. You know what? And I look at it just like this, man. I went through a lot of relationships, and I missed the warning signs, bro. I missed all of that shit. Motherfuckers started losing weight left and right, and I was like, wait, hold on. Start putting on different clothes, start changing, start being a whole nother person, working late. Dude, I was like working early and not getting paid for it, and I'm like, and about to get fired. I'm like, oh, man. Bro, I looked at that, and I said, yeah, I know something wrong. So I started doing shit, on the back end, start getting my ducks in a row to get the hell out of there, bro. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. One thing is for you to leave. That's one thing. And see, you could always go back and you could always mess up. But if they leave, that's done. And let that door stay closed. Do not bam on it to try to open it. Don't try to make it better. Don't try to say we can fix it. It ain't shit you can do. If they close that door, let it stay closed. Trust me. If you don't let that door stay closed, your ass is going to regret every damn thing you've done. You know what? Sometimes it's best to leave people. When you leave them, those people do come back. They do. They do try to make a comeback. They do try to say little stuff to try to get back in because the shit they went to didn't work out. If you begin this shit funny, it's going to end funny. Why the hell would you buy the cow if you was getting the milk for free? If I've been getting the milk for free for years, why the hell would I have to buy the cow? Hell, that ain't a deal no more. I'm like, shit, you can keep that. Pay attention. Pay attention to all the warning signs. You know, one thing that I do sometimes is I think of all the shit that went bad, and I was thinking about what I did and what I didn't do to pay attention. You gotta pay attention. You can't be complacent. You can't sit back and say I'm comfortable and everything is good, because with men, we always think something is the best it can be, or, you know, like, oh, we good. You the only one that think that shit. They already letting you know that shit was over a long time ago. Bruh, you be the last one to know. This is why I say pay attention. Pay attention to the warning signs. Pay attention to the little things. Pay attention to how the person's talking to you. Pay attention. You know what? If y'all are not affectionate anymore, shit, dead bedroom don't mean shit. That don't. That don't mean nothing. If there's no affection at all, that's over. There's a problem that you need to address. Marriage counseling, you need to go to counseling your damn self. Because the reason why I tell people to go to counseling, to transition your mind on what you need to do. And you know, the thing that helped me the most, and I'm going to tell you something, I used to watch a lot of YouTube relationship videos and people breaking up, and I watched this stuff. And this stuff actually helped me get out. You know, it helped me notice stuff. It helped me say, hey, look, man, you don't need to do this. Run. Just run. Don't look back. Run. Run as fast as you can. And I'm going to tell anybody, if you can, and I'm going to say this. I know we all out there love our kids and stuff like that. But sometimes you got to take a break from them because you got to breathe. You got to fix you. You come first, man, and I'm saying it. You know, kids are one thing, but you come first. Then on top of that, and if you can, move. Because see, when people know where you at, they can always come back and visit. And be like, well, you know, that didn't work out. You know, we should fix this and we should, you know, do this, this, and that to get it back together, to get the family back together. Family didn't mean shit before. What the hell it means now? Now that I don't want it no more, the family shit don't mean nothing to me either. Dude, you gotta look at it. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Everybody has an agenda. Going into that relationship, start looking at what that person's agenda is. The agenda will show itself. But you gotta make sure that agenda actually benefits you. Remember I say that, man. I had so many people when I was single, you know, so many women, you know, shooting shots. Bro, but I was looking at it like, man, this chick got kids. She ain't got nothing to offer. You know, there's a whole bunch of negativity. I'm like, nah, this ain't good for me. You know, one hating men and, you know, she harboring feelings for her ex. Dude, you don't want to deal with no shit like that. You know, you taking care of the kids, but you can't discipline them. Dude, what the hell? That's slavery. I'm not doing that shit. This is why I say, make sure you understand what you're getting into. Make sure. A man can always have kids till he's 80. Or as long as he's drawing breath, he can have kids. I'm just being serious. Why do you think most older men date younger women? Why would you date a woman your age with a whole bunch of damn problems? Dude, that don't sound like a win to no damn body. And this is not me dogging women or saying anything negative towards women. You know, because women are beautiful, man. And a lot of them, they know exactly who and what they are. But you got to make sure everything that you're doing is benefiting you. You're the only person that matters in that damn situation. Nobody matters in your life but you. You could have kids up to wazoo. You could raise your kids to be the best people in the world. But at the end of the day, they gonna live their life the way they see fit. Whether that's with the teachings that you gave them or some other shit. Because you know what? You may be the in-house role model, but they may have a role model outside the house. And most kids do. They have people that they want to be like or they idolize. You know, women idolize other women's relationships. You know, they idolize the attention a woman gets. See, women love attention. It's the dopamine. That's what cheating does for a lot of women. The dopamine here. It's a rush. It's a high, man. They out there living their best life. They living through that euphoric moment that they had when they first met. You know, like y'all in there doing taboo shit in the car. Y'all hiding behind buildings and all type of weird shit. You know, y'all sneaking around. But what happens when your marriage ends and all that shit happens? Now you just in a fucking relationship. No one cares no more. It's not taboo. It's just a relationship. This is why that shit don't work no more. Because you're not hiding anymore. It's no excitement about it. This is why I say make sure you understand what the hell you're getting into and why you're getting into it. You know, you have a lot of options. Men got a lot of options out here. We do. There's 15 women for one man. That's 4 billion women in this world. This world is not, you know, the way it used to be, black and white, where people couldn't date other people or other races too much. Now you can date any damn body. You can become a table if you want to, or a cat and have a damn litter box. You could be any damn thing. This is why I say the ball is in your court. Don't let nobody play on you. Everybody got an agenda. Remember that. That's the key to the game, knowing the next person's agenda, and if you can actually live and deal with it, and you can benefit from it. But till later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.